Deep breaths.
It's now been an hour going live. Yep, we're live. How are you?
Hi.
I'm just trying to work out how do we see the menu? So
Yeah, I'm looking for chat. I'm just trying to look on the laptop.
it's now been an hour going live. Yep, we're live.
I'm not sure how we're going to
How
see
are
the
you?
comments. Hi.
Oh, I'm just trying. No, I don't know. Okay, we're new to this. We can always learn, so no worries.
I'm looking for chat.
So hi everyone. If there's anyone watching, if there's anyone with us, sounds like a séance. Yeah, we're live. I'm Sarah Jane McGarry. You need to turn your laptop off, I think.
There's a lot of feedback.
No, I don't know. Okay, we're new to this. We can always learn, so no worries. Have you got something in the background? So hi everyone. If there's anyone watching, if there's anyone with us, sounds like a séance. Because I think there's a 20-second delay as it comes out.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get. I'm not sure what happened there. I think I might have had another app in the background.
That's all right.
Still doing it. We still got feedback.
I can hear.
All right, stop my end.
Close the iPad.
No, it's not on. I think it's stopped now. Not sure what happened there.
Okay. It might just be lagging, catching up. I don't know.
No.
So anyway, so we'll just say hello to whoever is here. You know, we can't see because we've moved.
Yeah. Seems so easy when we've.
We're still getting it. What's that?
My end is fine.
So I'm hearing you.
I was getting an echo.
Hold on. Are you getting an echo?
Not now, no.
Okay.
Might be.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. It was echoing before, but it isn't now. Is it echoing your end?
It is, yeah. Oh my God.
Other people make it look so easy, and then there's us two. I can't see. Yeah. You're muted now. Sarah, you've put the speaker back on.
Oh God, I'm going to get so annoyed.
Keep calm, we're fine.
Should we just carry on with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it might only just be me that's getting the echo.
Turn the speaker down. Sometimes helps, the echo. Is that any better?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just going to carry on.
Okay.
But so anyway, what's the reason we're here today, really? We're going to talk about school uniforms and why did we get to this point? Okay, so I was talking to a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, and her son got up in the morning to get ready for school, and he was told that he'd had to put his uniform on, and he'd been used to wearing his PE kit because of the pandemic. So he oh my God, this echoing's doing me head in.
Should we try to think what we can do? Is there any way we can?
Are you hearing it double?
No, I was until I closed down the app, because I had, I think in the background I had the YouTube app because I was going to try and look for the comments. In the background, so it seemed to stop, and I turned down on my speaker.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Oh, I'm gonna get annoyed.
See, I can hear it echoing back from your end. It's odd. We've definitely got nothing in the background. App's open. Turn your speakers down.
I have.
Oh, okay. No better.
Anyway, so I was talking to this friend of mine. Kids.
It's echoing too much.
Badly. What do I do?
I don't know. The only reason why it was echoing my end is because I did have the app in the background when I went onto the YouTube, so that I could see the comments, because obviously we're not. Is there any way we can just stop and go back in again somehow?
I'd have to end the whole thing.
Yeah. It's all about learning. I don't know. I can't work it out at all. I mean, fine this end completely.
Oh, shitting hell, I've just found. Oh, I didn't mean to swear then. I have just found what I was doing. Eyes with the in the background. So let's start again.
Brilliant.
If we've still got anyone left to listen.
Human.
Yeah, so anyway, my friend was having massive problems with her son getting his uniform on for school, because he was so used to wearing his PE kit. He's never ever been able to wear the uniform with ease, really. So I was doing my work as usual, and I came across, I mean, I'm not one for the Equality Act or anything like that, you know. It's it is what it is. But in the Equality Act, because I was working with the Equality Act, it actually states if you have sensory impairments, you know, you can ask the school for a reasonable adjustment to uniform. Mm-hmm. So I called her up and I said, I've just come across this. So together we wrote this reasonable adjustment email, sent it into school, and he is now allowed to wear his PE kit for the rest of the year. Now, why didn't anyone know that? Why didn't we know about the fact that we can ask for a reasonable adjustment? Yeah. You know, we literally all send our kids to school. There's hundreds of kids that cannot abide by that shirt, tie, but we force them. We're forcing them to actually go, and they end up angry, they end up frustrated, they can't concentrate because they're stuck in these clothes that they really can't stand. You know, it's torture. It's wrong. Yeah, it is torture. But I think really what we need, what we want to, the reason we're doing this really is to get it out to all the parents that fight their children day after day to put that uniform on. Mm. You know, and it's only the pandemic that's really sort of like put it out there, because they have to wear PE kits. But now all children have been told that they can't wear PE kits on the days that they don't have PE. And if they do wear their PE kit, you know, they're going to be put into isolation. You know, for what?
Yeah. There has to be change.
It's got to be changed. It's got to be. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we've written the letter, and the school has a duty to make a reasonable adjustment with sensory impairments, and one of them is a school uniform.
Yeah.
So, you know, if anybody wants the letter, send me an email. I've got the links below. I will send you the letter that my friend used, and you can ask for a reasonable adjustment, because they are now being forced back into their uniform. And it's just not right.
I was just going to say then.
I've lost the screen somewhere. Oh, there you are. There I'm back. Yeah, so I think something's got to be done. Yeah, it's when something's not going to be done, it's a case of the school has a duty to make a reasonable adjustment.
Yeah.
You know, instead of spouting out the acts, you know, there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of adults that will also say they struggled going to school wearing that uniform. You know, that there's schools that don't even let you take your blazer off in the heat, the blistering heat. They're being forced to sit in shirt, tie, jacket.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it to them for 6 hours in their home.
No.
But the school have a duty of care while we're not there. That, you know, they're at school.
But it's, you know, it's but I think what we're just trying to get across to them is the fact that, you know, any parents want this letter, then email the links below. You'll get the letter, and that will stop you forcing your child into that uniform. I mean, we can't. It's a shame. I don't know how to write the comments, but there's going to be loads saying, "Well, you should know. You've got to wear it. It's the rules. It's, you know, no. You know, if you're uncomfortable, there's grown men that wear shorts all year, you know, because that's what they're comfortable in. You know, why are we forcing a child to wear long trousers, shoes? You know, no. Yeah. I think that beginning has really messed us up, because we had so much more planned, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
you know, if any parents want this letter, then
we need to find a way to get the comments so that we can engage, because this is a problem we're having. I mean, if you just give me a minute, I'll see if I can go back, but I hate when I lose the screen. It's
I'm just going to check but we're going to talk about isolation next, aren't we? Because I don't even know, did I say in the beginning that the assembly was called, and I know 3 schools that called this assembly a week before half term, and all children were told, if you turn up in your PE kits, I'll have to say it, but why are you being threatened with isolation? I mean, the reason isolation was put in place, what was it? For destructive behaviour, for children that were being aggressive either to teachers, to other students, and it was to literally make sure there were no danger to anyone else or themselves.
Yeah.
So obviously we did a poll the other week, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, what was on the poll?
Yeah, that was shocking.
Yeah. Kids are being put into isolation for wrong uniform, for wrong shoes,
haircut,
for haircuts,
for being you know, a disability or whatever, a sensory issue, a problem that you have, put in isolation for something you couldn't actually help what you are or what you're doing.
It's speaking out of turn. I mean, swearing at teachers, I'm sorry, I can't put that one down.
Exactly.
it is isolation.
I mean,
I am going to spout an legislation, law, whatever it is. Article 5 of the Human Rights Act, says seclusion should not be used as a form of punishment.
No.
But why is a child getting punished for a haircut?
Maybe it'll grow a little bit by the time they come back out of isolation. It's just stupid.
But why are they getting? Why? Who? Why?
Yeah, on whose authority?
Yeah.
And who assessed that situation and decided that that was the punishment?
Exactly.
I mean, is there any risk assessment?
No.
No.
But why is it being used so loosely? It was put there for children that can get angry, a bit disruptive, whatever it's been put there for a reason. But now all of a sudden, if they say something that they don't like, isolation. You've got the wrong shape of shoes, isolation.
I know.
It's sorry, you should have wore your kit today. You shouldn't have wore your kit, isolation. No.
Yeah, it's being misused.
It is.
There's no consistency, and many believe that teachers are, misusing the school policies and their authorities, and a lot of, parents have said that to me.
But how strange, 3 schools, 3 senior schools called an assembly to say, if you don't wear your school uniform on the days you don't have PE, you're in isolation. Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's just
what is it? They knew there were so many children that were comfortable wearing their PE kits.
What did it?
I mean, my friend's little boy wouldn't even wear tracksuit bottoms in the summer. He'd still wear shorts. And even through the winter of the winter of like when they had to, the winter just like gone. Yeah, he was still wearing shorts.
Yeah,
freezing cold. He went to school in shorts. That was it. Loved it.
Yeah.
So why are they being forced?
Yeah, it's there needs to be consistency. Funnily enough, when I actually sort of looked on the internet policies about isolation, it seems the first place that came up was up north, because where I am, I don't hear of it as much. So is it in bigger areas that this isolation is a bigger thing? That was quite interesting, actually.
Well, I never heard of it until I moved up to Yorkshire.
Certain areas that seem to be...
Yeah, that's the first time I ever heard of isolation.
Yeah. It has to be used and for what it was intended for, the purpose it was for. But what does anybody learn from isolation? A lot of autistic children, or a lot of people that don't want to do a lesson, or think, oh, I can get out of that. Well, go and sit on your own. I mean, are they learning anything from that? I mean, I don't actually know, to be honest, what actually happens in isolation, actually. I'd be quite interested to know what parents have,
Well, they're on their own. In isolation, they're on their own. They're given a piece of work.
Is anybody monitoring that while they're in there on their own?
I think that someone gets them for lunch before they've got to be in the canteen and back out before.
So is anybody
they make eye contact
watching
with the other students?
Yeah. Is anybody actually, a care of duty there? Is anybody watching them while they're in isolation, or are they just on their own?
I think they're on their own.
How?
I don't know if the checks are.
It's like if you're a lone worker, there has to be somebody check on you, and you can't, especially if a child hurts themselves, or it seems very. But it's very concerning as a parent.
I just don't see why they've been put in isolation.
No, it's almost like trivial. A control, isn't it? It's almost, do this, do that, but on, what one person thinks isn't right to another person, or what's appropriate to one person's different to another. So if there's no consistency, how can kids?
I've just had a message from someone, and they're actually saying they're not on their own; they're with a teacher. But I know of 2 children that were put in isolation.
Yeah,
I don't see anyone until they were picked up for lunch. So maybe each school. I mean, everyone had to be in a room on their own, a single room. In the two that I know of, but I haven't. So that maybe every school's different, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. We're not tying it all with the same brush. I'm sure there's some fantastic schools. But I think what we're trying to say is it's time maybe that parents had a voice, and that we and inform ourselves on policies, and we inform ourselves on the Equality Act if we need to, and that we look into things a little bit and not just assume that our kids go to school and we assume what's happening to them. You know what I mean? I think we need
definitely, because the disruptive bit, I totally agree with. If they are being violent, then yes, they should be in isolation until they can, come out of that.
Yeah.
But why is it being used so loosely?
Exactly.
That's not right. And the thing is, as parents, you think that is that's their rules. That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's It's isolation should not be used as a punishment.
Yeah.
And why are they being punished for a haircut?
Yes. Yeah. That might seem, one person might think that their haircut was fine, another person might not think it's fine.
Exactly.
So how are they actually weighing up?
Why is school putting down even a policy of how they want your hair to be?
Yeah.
Why is that? That is just beyond me.
Yeah. Well,
it is. It's
I think, schools should be, a safe place. They should be allowed to express themselves easily and have their views. I mean, these silly policies, they can't go to school every day thinking, oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? I mean, they're there to learn. They should,
exactly.
Shouldn't have the worry that, oh, mum, you got me the wrong trousers this week. They're going to tell me off for wearing them.
Exactly.
And, you got me the wrong shoes. And then your parents are like, well, because especially last year, there was a lot of problems getting hold of certain clothing. There's been big issues and people are trying to do the best that they can.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, I know there's going to be people as well, but if we go back to the uniform bit, I know there's going to be people, someone said it to me half an hour before we came on here. Yeah. They were saying that they agree with uniforms because you do have them kids that come to school and they're big designers, and then you've got the kids that can't afford it. I totally agree with the uniform system, but shirt, tie, blazer. Oh, what's wrong with their PE kit that's all logoed up? They've all got the school logos on. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
The tracksuit bottoms are like £30. Shorts, t-shirts, they're not cheap. No. You're still representing the school. You've still got the school's logo on.
Yeah.
What is the problem? At least they're comfortable while they're trying to learn at school.
Yeah. And surely that outcome's better than just being put in isolation and the next day having to feel like they've got to wear the uniform, and they're no one's getting anywhere.
Exactly.
It's not moving forward, is it?
The chat isn't working here, but it's coming through on my YouTube account.
Oh, okay.
Someone's just said adults are allowed haircuts as they please. Why can't kids? People should be allowed to express themselves regardless of race or age.
Yeah.
But it's true. Yeah, you go to school to learn.
Yeah.
Okay, so learn.
Yeah.
It's not a case of what you've got to wear this and that, or you've got to have your haircut like that, so you can be able to learn the Battle of Hastings.
Yeah.
No, it's not right.
No.
But then, like I said,
no one's moving forward. It is just this stigma the whole time. Comply, and until it affects the children so much, they end up being deregistered or they miss out on certain lessons. Every child has the right to an education and feel happy and secure and nurtured.
And I think the pandemic's brought this about, because
really
they're okay. Kids are okay to wear their PE kits on the days that they've got PE.
Yeah.
They've got to be in them all day. Mm-hmm. And the days they don't, they have to wear uniform.
Yeah.
But how many children are so comfortable that they're actually getting on better at school?
Yeah.
They're not as frustrated because they're not tight with this shirt and tie. And
so as soon as it fits the school's way of thinking, if you like, or it suits their agenda, then it's okay. But it's not okay for us to express what we think our children need and our agenda. So it's it doesn't, you know,
it's all about control. It's all to do with control.
Yeah, you can't.
And it is. It's,
and I think, you know, like with my son, you know, we come up with what he could cope with so that the school were happy and we were happy. You know, there's always a way around things. And I think working with the school on a level is the best thing. If you go in upset and annoyed, you don't get anywhere. You've really got to learn, haven't we, how to complain correctly. And it's not easy when you just had enough.
Yeah.
You know, every morning's the same, socks flying and
exactly,
you know, tugging at tops and cutting out labels for the rest of my life. You know, it's
exactly. Do you know, I've just had a lady message, okay, and she just said, the colour of your hair doesn't define you. How you do your work, neither does your shoes.
No.
We went to school barefoot because it was too hot. They live abroad.
Wow.
The teachers encouraged it.
Wow, lovely. That's what I mean, it's just about making everybody as comfortable as you can. I mean, what is the actual big problem? It seems like there's just such a rigid thing around schools. It just needs to change with the times, doesn't it? It's, you know, the teachers don't wear a uniform. No. They don't dress with authority.
All the sports teachers wear shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah, and I mean, you might have some children that can't cope with hair and I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
but what is wrong with having a colour put in your hair? There's nothing wrong with having a hairstyle that you want.
Yeah, it's like
you've got to wait till you're 18.
Yeah.
You've got to wait till you're 18 to be able to do anything that you want to do.
Yeah, like I don't like wearing my hair up. It's annoying. I can't bear it. So if at school they say wear your hair up or whatever, you know, I wouldn't like to.
But they do. Some junior schools, you're told to wear the girls have to have their hair up.
Yeah.
I mean, I do believe that is because of knits and things.
Yeah, I get that.
Catch, but
it is all a tricky one, and we know that. But I think the more everyone's got some knowledge and some understanding of what they can do, and standing your ground, really.
Yeah.
Standing your ground on what your beliefs are, and for your children at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And always be nice. I've learned pretty much. Say to the point what you want. Be nice.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not saying you're not being nice.
No, I think this. Well, put it this way. This could be a start, because we've got a great template letter. If you want it, we'll send it you. You just copy and paste it. Fill in your child's name and school, and send it to your school. You're not doing anything wrong.
No.
If your child really struggles wearing that uniform day after day, apply for a reasonable adjustment. It's law. You can do that. Yeah. So messages, if
you're not asking them to knock a wall down, you're not asking them to install a lift.
You just wear your PE kit, still the school's logo.
And also it can be something that, as it stands now, you know, at the moment, at this present moment, this is a need. This is what they need now. In 6 months' time, they might wear a shirt. I don't know.
No, they probably won't. They probably won't wear a shirt. No, because they're never going to wear a shirt because they can't.
But you know what I mean? You know, things always change. I mean, one day my son will wear socks, won't wear socks, pants, no pants.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly. But the thing is, I think schools need to have a uniform, casual or smart. If you want to wear your shirt and tie and you enjoy that, and you're going to wear your shirt and tie.
Yeah, you're right.
If you really find it that uncomfortable, you've got an opportunity to wear your school logo's PE kit.
Yeah,
it's like they have the shorts with the logo on, they have the tracksuit bottoms with the logo, they have the jumpers with the logo, they have the t-shirts with the logo. What's wrong?
Yeah.
What is wrong with wearing a PE kit? Your school's PE kit to school.
Yeah.
You're still representing the school.
Yeah. I still, you know, there's far more things that are more concerning, isn't there? That they should put their efforts into. But the isolation thing, that's I'm more intrigued with that one, because where's the line? Where do they draw the line? You know, if
Why exactly? Why are you being put into isolation for a haircut?
This is probably not the right word to use, but you know, like I said, it's on whose authority? Is it triaged? Is it sent to another person to make assessment on the need or what might actually work? You know, if one person could just say it, surely that to me that doesn't feel right.
No,
it shouldn't be on one person.
They could be having a bad day.
I know, and we all do. You know, we're not judging teachers. We're not here
to the whole class in isolation for a month.
Just for some peace and quiet. I mean, I don't know how, you know, teachers do their job. It seems like they rent a room with a chair and they have to supply everything from what I do. We do need to support them as well. And I don't want to feel like they're being attacked on, but there's got to be a line drawn. How can you just chuck somebody into isolation because the hair, the shoes or the clothing, or they looked wrong at somebody? I mean, what is anybody going to learn from that?
Exactly. Well, you either conform or you pay the consequences.
Yeah. Well,
really.
Yeah. It would be better if somebody.
And if you don't pay if you're not willing to accept the consequences, you're classed as the troublemaker.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I was talking about yesterday. You're rebelling. Oh, you know, it's him again. Or it's
not about rebelling. It's not about rebelling. It's about literally saying, I don't feel comfortable wearing this. I'm uncomfortable all day. I can't handle. I don't like it. Why are you forcing me to wear this?
Yeah, I wonder what what follows. So, like a child with mental isolation because of the hair. How do other children then respond to that? Oh, look, he or she's gone back in there, and you know, is there any bullying? I wonder if anybody, you know, if that child is then sticking out every day because of the needs not being met and they're having a hard time. We don't know what their home life is like. We don't know what, you know, them whatever, you know.
No, but I think if someone goes to have a haircut and they've got this nice short haircut as lads have, why are they being punished for something that you actually pay for? You pay to get your hair cut.
Yeah.
Why are they being punished? Why is there punishment for a haircut?
Well, you hear it in the barbers, don't you? When you go there, they're going, "Oh, we're not allowed that. We're not allowed lines. We're not allowed."
I understand the lines and things like that. I do agree with that. You know, have them in the holidays.
Yeah,
and it can take time to grow out.
You do hear it all the time, and you just think it is like a control because all the time it's like, "Oh, mum, you know, dad, I'm not allowed that," and you know, you can see the anxiety and the stress. And
I remember my art teacher used to have blue hair.
Yeah, you're right.
And that was a man.
Yeah.
But you know,
that's the point. Actually, I thought in what we are, that we are allowed to express ourselves more. I thought it was all about, you know, diversity and we're allowed to do this and that. But clearly,
well, the school's
not
there
as long as,
isn't it? The school's there to this is where you learn to conform for the rest of your life. We teach you to conform. And then off you go in the world. And if you don't conform, you're the minority. Yeah.
So do we need a letter and like a template too, for writing to the school saying, you know, can we have a copy of your policy for what isolation was intended for? Get it actually them to put it in writing for what it's for. Do you see what I mean?
You could do, but I think I personally think that'd just be a long-winded. I'm not interested in your policies really.
I've got you. Yeah, just write a letter.
Isolation for a haircut.
Yeah.
And I think that's down to each parent as an individual. If they want to, I don't know, if they want to just accept that that's normal.
Yeah.
Then you know that's absolutely fine. But
yeah,
I think a reasonable adjustment.
It's not too much.
For now is if this is going on, there's a way that you can ask for your child to wear the PE kit.
Yeah.
Instead of that school uniform on the days they don't have PE.
Yeah. And if you don't get the answer that you want, just always stand your ground.
Exactly.
Just go back.
They have a reason. They have a duty to do this. So you can only ask.
Yeah.
If the school says no, then that's, you know, you have to go further down the line.
Exactly.
But, you know.
Yeah, I was told a while ago, I mean, you know, this is what I'm told, I'm just a mum and a parent, that you ask 3 times. you know, at the doctors, at schools, you always ask what you want 3 times, and on the 3rd time you normally get what you want because you're putting them in a situation where you've kept saying what you want.
I think, and it all comes down to money.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, they don't, even the doctors, everything, they don't like to say yes because but it starts a knock-on effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then they don't.
I mean, there's things you get told in the, you know, in the past that they're like their pot of money full, most schools, because they can say, oh, we didn't use our budget and get brownie points for like saving money, but there is money in pots and and like
yes, but I think really if they don't use it, that's when they lose it.
But that's what the idea is a little bit sometimes, because I think a lot of schools, you know, some know how to budget their money and how to use it and how to provide, and others don't, and that's just how it is. But there is no consistency. My son's been to lots of different schools, start a new fresh start, you know, go in and that, and after 3 months after the honeymoon period, we're back to square one again. So it's the same.
I know.
It's very hard.
It's a vicious circle, but at the end of the day, if anyone wants this template letter, it's there, email us, we can get it sent to you. Yeah. And let's just cross this hurdle.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of hurdles to cross, but we'll get there.
Yeah, bit by bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should we leave it there?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's great talking.
Yeah, brilliant. And it's just getting it to the parents, get it out to the parents. You can ask for this.
Yeah.
You don't have to force your child to wear that clothing that they really wouldn't wear any other time. You couldn't get them to bloody put a shirt on for a wedding. You know? Not exactly. And you've got to make them 5 days a week. But anyway, if anyone wants the links, they are below. And we'll
yeah, I think getting these letters out, you're testing the water, and you're you know, you're not doing anything wrong. Literally, you know, we all want, you know, everyone wants what's best for the children. We're just getting it in writing, and I think writing and paper trail is what I've learned, definitely. There's no point in phone calls, no point phoning the school, asking, just in an email with the template, straight to the point.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Definitely.
So, right, I'll see you later.
Yeah,
thanks for everyone that's been watching. We will get the chat sorted. This is the first one. We don't.
Yeah. We're just learning.
Yes.
I'm going to go.
Anyway, I look forward to hearing from anyone, and thank you all for joining us. It's been lovely. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.